Well. Fucking well. It certainly wasn't boring, was it? The final whistle has just gone. Sort of. And Southampton won, Sunderland won. So I got my prediction right. Yeah, well, it wasn't a bad game actually. It had boring written all over. It always does. Southampton versus Sunderland is always the most boring of the fixtures when they come out. I don't know why, they just are. So, yeah, what more can we really say, to be honest with you? Southampton from the off, you know, they were piling forward. To be honest, they couldn't really hit a barn door. Well, pretty much all game they couldn't hit a barn door with a fucking machine gun because Jordan Pickford almost sorted that out. But let's move on to the probably one highlight of the game, if you can call it that. An exquisite pass through to Charlie Austin, and he scuffs his shot. He scuffs it horridly. I mean, it's horrific. And people are wondering why Charlie Austin's a bench warmer and why he doesn't start games. Well, you started one, Charlie, and you proved why. Quite frankly, you're even lucky with that sort of shooting to be on the bench. Honestly, if anyone saw it, you'll know what I mean. It was a fantastic pass of the season so far, or what? And to have that quality, really trying to finish it off, beggars belief isn't even in it, to be honest with you. So the first half ends. We just get that. It was a load of shite. It really was. You know, Sunderland was slow to start. Eventually got into the game. They could actually pass the fucking ball this time, which made a nice change. And the second half comes along. You know, Southampton. It was Southampton, Sunderland. So that, you know, it was sort of almost end-to-end style stuff, if you could call it that. It wasn't exactly fast-paced end-to-end, but yeah, nonetheless, if you could call it end-to-end, that's what it was. Sunderland with a corner, ball gets whipped in, Kone misses from 6 fucking yards. 6 yards. 6 yards, honestly. Not to mention in the process, though, Sunderland should have had a clear and obvious penalty for the worst push. The worst push ever seen. It was such an obvious penalty. It was unreal. But, well, hey, you know, I was arguing with a fan in one of the comments, the Borough review, I think it was. Referees, if anything, referees have been more consistent this season, they said. Yep. That's what your consistency gets you. I think fucking not. Consistency, my arse. But as consistent as a fucking chocolate bar on a fire. Oh dear. So yeah, what more can you really say, to be honest with you? Yeah, so moving on to Sunderland's penalty. Again, it was the most obvious penalty you ever see. I'll talk more about that in a second though. So Defoe slots it away, 1-0, 79 minutes. Great, here we go. Got to get the first win of the season. Oh great, Rodriguez, a tame shot, goes underneath Pickford, takes the edge off the ball, and it goes over the line. And you know what, I'm thinking, fuck's sake, it's about our fucking luck, isn't it, you know. But don't get me wrong, a draw is a fair result. A draw certainly is a fair result, that's for sure. Because Sunderland did get into the game, eventually. Second half, by far, I'd say probably we were the better team in the second half. Southampton by far bossed the first half any day of the week. And I'm not going to argue with any Southampton fans about the first half. It was all them pretty much. And, you know, Jordan Pickford, he's only 22. As a saying, everybody gets one. That's his one. Yeah, it's as simple as that. That is his one. But yeah, it was a real shame because by far and by large, man of the match does go to Jordan Pickford. It's as easy as that. It really is. So who is the BB, the Big Bellend? Well, that falls under the category of I was going to say 3 people, because I was going to add the referee in there, but let's face it, we can just give that award to, unless of course I say different, that award every game goes to the referee because of the lack of consistency. So, for every game, there we go, the referee is nailed on for the big bell end of the match, without a shadow of a doubt. It's as easy as that. Until I say fucking otherwise. It's going to take some fucking making up, that's for fucking sure. And it's not just for Sunderland, by the way. There's been a lot of dodgy calls this weekend. A fucking lot of dodgy calls this weekend by referees. But we'll talk about that on Tuesday with WTF. So, yeah, number 2 goes to Charlie Austin for that absolutely dream work piece of finishing. I mean, Christ, it could have been an open goal and he'd have still done it. That's how bad it actually was. But the pass, it was an absolutely fucking delightful defence-splitting pass through to Austin, and he fluffed it. But in at number 1 has to go. The big old 1 goes to Fonte. My God, what an absolute idiot you are! He's given away the most obvious penalty, right? As Defoe's turned, his trailing leg has clearly wiped out Defoe without a shadow of a doubt. And of course, Defoe's gone down like anyone would. It's a penalty. He's sat on the ground. He might as well be scratching his bollocks, poking his fucking arsehole, doing whatever. What did I do? Honestly. Honest to God. And then he has the nerve to get up and he shakes his head. He shakes his head. Wasn't it a penalty? No. Replays would suggest a lot differently. So yeah, big bell end of the match. The number 1 spot goes to Jose Fonte. End of discussion. Moment of the match. Adnan Januzaj take a bow. Jesus Christ, he takes on 1, he takes on 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, and then the worst deliberate foul you will ever see, just to stop him running, because he probably could have gone to take 6 and 7 and even scored. The way he worked, dancing around the Southampton players was unbelievable. That is the moment of the match. Adnan Januzaj, without a shadow of a doubt. So there's no live streaming tonight. I'll be live streaming hopefully tomorrow night. Yes, I am working on a bank holiday, but early finish. Kushti. And I will have What the Football. That'll be out on Tuesday, a day later, because I really want to do a bit of live streaming. Get a bit of FIFA going, especially with FIFA 17 coming out. Can't wait to get hold of that bad boy. That much is for damn sure. So let me know what you thought of the game. Am I being too harsh on the referees, do you think? Because personally I don't think so, because there is a lack of consistency across every game I've seen so far. Not just Sunderland, by the way, I might add. Even in the Championship. It's bad when it goes from the Premier League. It starts spilling down the rafters, eh? What did you think of the game? Subscribe to the channel and I'll see you all hopefully tomorrow night. Hey ho, international break. Quite frankly, couldn't have come a better time. Oh, bring in the fucking signings. Please, Moyes. Bring in the fucking signings. Joe Hart to Sunderland. Wouldn't be a bad idea, would it?